Hi viewer, ever wonder why some art feels flat while other pieces pull you right in? So it's often thanks to overlapping elements, a technique that creates depth and connection in a picture. So today I'll show you how to turn simple shapes into still lifes and even figures into visually captivating scenes with a few overlapping tricks. So let's dive into how this technique transforms compositions from basic to dynamic. Hi everyone, in this lesson I'm going to demonstrate how to overlap things. The first one is a very simple item. Just simply we'll draw a square. And when you're drawing straight lines, just do a point here and just look at that point. Do a point there, look at that point, and generally it comes out reasonably square. Okay, so now I'm going to draw a circle. Now when you overlap items, you'll notice that it creates space, a little bit of three-dimensional space. So we immediately look at this square and we see that it's in front. That's obvious, but for the purpose of this lesson I'm just doing this very, very simple to show you how it works, how this idea works. And just tidy up our circle a bit. I'm rushing a little bit because I don't want to make the video too long. Okay, so there's a square overlapping a circle, and we can add more to it by just simply putting a bit of tone in behind the square. And that tends to, light things often come forward, dark things go back. It's not a general rule, but that's the sort of idea. Brightness or highlights, for example. Highlights will always look as though they're coming towards you. Okay, I won't do too much on that now. Hi everyone, I've just drawn this in. I didn't want to spend hours drawing because I want to get to this drawing here especially. I'll be doing something special with that. But let's have a look. We've got, we could imagine some highlight here, and one will definitely be going around here where that curves around, and that will help us to give the illusion of space. Chardin often has something hanging over the tabletop. So actually I'll just do that a little bit higher to really reinforce that idea. Okay, so that's better. It's a fairly thick bench actually, and it goes in behind here. Right, so what we can do now, just to reinforce this idea of overlapping to create depth. It's a fairly tight depth, but nonetheless it's there. And so I'll sketch in firstly just a little bit of tone, just to put that behind the glass jar. Well, I just took this a bit further and had some fun with it, and also added a few more things to this just to try and make the point. I'm going to do something a bit different here. Okay, just going to use circles. Now I'm going to make a horizon line up here, and I'm going to start from here and come around. Just a bit of fun, this one, just to it's probably a good drawing exercise for you to play with. So just make a line like that. You can start anywhere really, and I'm going to do some extreme perspective here and come around to here. Okay, something like that. Each time it gets bigger, but we're going to overlap these circles. Now I'm just going to draw them in quickly. Okay, so there's a nice big one here. We'll put one, I might just bring that around a little bit more. Bring this one around, and we'll overlap one here too, make it even higher. So this section of the video lesson is about how to draw a group of Japanese high school kids just hanging around, as it were. So what we do is just basically sketch it in pretty lightly. Well, back again. I've just filled in this so as not to make the video go for too long, but I'll start putting some tone into this now and make it showing you still overlapping but creating what I think is a very interesting picture. So overlapping is fundamental to making really realistic type pictures and giving depth into the picture. It's a good design. It creates interest. Right, so we'll just I just darken these lines a little bit, and then I'll do some tone to try and bring out the more interesting aspects of this picture. So there we are, viewer. I didn't want to take it too much further, otherwise I'd be here all night. But any kind of group picture like this is always a challenge, and it's a good challenge because it really makes you, push yourself a bit further. But if you're just starting out in drawing, I don't recommend trying this sort of thing just yet. I would think it would be best to just look at some of my beginner videos, perhaps, if you're just starting out. But nothing like a challenge in art. It's all a challenge, actually. So that's the idea of overlapping. So when we overlap, we add depth to the picture, and it creates an interesting whole. Now, with a still life like this, you're not thinking of the individual elements. You're thinking of the whole design. And likewise with a group study like this, you're not thinking of any. I mean, obviously she's the sort of more dominant figure, but she is supported by these other two characters, and so it's always the group sort of aspect that creates the interest in the picture. So I hope you got something out of this, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'd ask if you could support my channel. I'm almost 1,000 students. I started this year, and 1,000 subscriptions. So please support me. I'm pushing myself every week to provide things for you. So thank you very much, and see you in the next video. And please check out my channel if you like to see what other videos I've got. Plenty up there. Thank you.